Welcome to our nightly story time, dear friends. As the world outside grows still and quiet, we're about to enter a realm where anything is possible and dreams come to life. Snuggle down into your bed. Feel the comfort of your favorite stuffed animal or blanket, and let your mind drift like a feather on a gentle breeze. The story we're about to explore, Goodnight Soccer Player, is like a treasure chest waiting to be opened. So, with hearts full of wonder and eyes sparkling with excitement, let's begin our journey into a world of imagination. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, little Mia clutched her favorite soccer ball tightly to her chest. The day had been filled with excitement, laughter, and the thrill of the game she loved most. Now, as the stars began to twinkle in the darkening sky, it was time for this young soccer player to say goodnight to the world she adored. Mia's mother gently called from the house, "Time for bed, sweetheart." With a small sigh, Mia looked down at her treasured ball, its black and white panels still carrying traces of dirt from today's practice. She whispered, "Good night, soccer ball. We had so much fun today, didn't we?" As she walked towards her house, the grass beneath her feet seemed to whisper back, "Good night, little soccer player. Thank you for dancing across my blades today." Surprised, Mia looked down and smiled. "Good night, Field," she replied softly. "I promise to come back tomorrow and play some more." The gentle breeze rustled through the nearby trees, carrying with it the scent of freshly cut grass and the promise of new adventures. It swirled around Mia, tousling her hair playfully. "Good night, wind," Mia giggled. "Thank you for keeping me cool during the game." As she reached the porch, Mia noticed her cleats sitting by the door, caked with mud and grass stains. "Good night, cleats," she said, giving them a gentle pat. "You helped me run so fast today. I'll clean you up tomorrow, I promise." Mia's mother met her at the door with a warm smile. "Did you have a good day, sweetie?" "The best, Mom," Mia exclaimed, her eyes shining with excitement. "Can I tell you about it while I get ready for bed?" "Of course, my little champion," her mother replied, guiding her inside. As Mia began to recount her day's adventures, she climbed the stairs to her room, still holding her beloved soccer ball. Her room was a shrine to her passion. Posters of famous soccer players adorned the walls, trophies and medals gleamed on shelves, and a calendar marked with practice dates and upcoming games hung by her desk. "And then, Mom, I scored the winning goal," Mia exclaimed, as she changed into her favorite soccer-themed pajamas. "It was amazing. The ball curved, just like I've been practicing, and whoosh, right into the top corner of the net." Her mother listened attentively, helping Mia brush her teeth and wash her face. "That's wonderful, Mia. I'm so proud of you for working hard and improving your skills." As Mia climbed into bed, she placed her soccer ball on the nightstand next to her. Her mother sat on the edge of the bed, smoothing Mia's hair. "Now, it's time for my little soccer star to get some rest. You've had a big day, and tomorrow brings new opportunities to shine." Mia nodded, her eyelids growing heavy. "Mom, can you tell me a story about soccer?" Her mother smiled. "Of course, sweetheart. How about I tell you about the time when soccer first became popular in our town?" Mia's eyes lit up with interest as her mother began the tale. "Many years ago, before you were born, our little town didn't have much interest in soccer. Most people preferred other sports, like baseball or basketball. But then, one day, a new family moved to town. They came from a country where soccer, or football as they called it, was the most beloved sport." As her mother's soothing voice filled the room, Mia felt herself drifting off into a world of dreams. In her mind's eye, she saw a small town transforming, with soccer fields sprouting up like magic, children laughing and playing with balls at their feet, and a community coming together around the beautiful game. The story continued, weaving a tale of passion, perseverance, and the power of a shared love for soccer. Mia's imagination soared as she pictured herself in the story, dribbling past defenders, making incredible saves, and leading her team to victory. As Mia's eyes fluttered closed, her mother's voice grew softer, the words blending with the gentle hum of the night. The young soccer player's dreams were filled with green fields, cheering crowds, and the exhilarating feeling of a ball at her feet. Outside her window, the moon peeked through the curtains, casting a soft glow over Mia's sleeping form. It seemed to whisper, "Good night, little soccer player. May your dreams be filled with victory and joy." And so, as the world outside grew quiet, Mia slept peacefully, her soccer ball keeping watch from the nightstand, ready for another day of adventures on the field. As Mia slept, her dreams took her on a magical journey through the world of soccer. In her mind's eye, she found herself standing in the middle of an enormous stadium, the grass beneath her feet as soft as velvet. The stands were filled with cheering fans, their voices rising in a thunderous roar that echoed through the night. Mia looked down to see she was wearing a brilliant jersey, shimmering with starlight. On her chest was a crest she had never seen before, a soccer ball surrounded by twinkling stars. She realized she was no longer just little Mia from her small town. In this dream, she was Captain Mia, leader of the Starlight Strikers. A whistle blew, and suddenly, the field was alive with movement. Players dashed back and forth, their cleats leaving trails of stardust in their wake. Mia found herself dribbling the ball, which glowed with an otherworldly light. As she ran, she felt as though she was flying, each step taking her higher and faster than she had ever gone before. The opposing team, the Shadow Kickers, loomed before her. Their uniforms were as dark as the night sky, making them hard to see. But Mia wasn't afraid. She remembered all the practice, all the hard work, and all the love she had for the game. With a burst of speed, she weaved between two defenders, the ball dancing at her feet as if it were an extension of her body. The crowd's cheers grew louder, urging her on. Mia could see the goal ahead, guarded by a keeper who seemed to stretch from post to post. Just as she was about to take her shot, she heard a familiar voice call out, "Believe in yourself, Mia." She glanced to the sidelines and saw her mother, standing there with a proud smile. Next to her was an entire team of young girls, all wearing jerseys like Mia's. She realized these were the girls from her real-life soccer team, cheering her on even in her dreams. Filled with a new surge of confidence, Mia planted her foot and sent the ball soaring towards the goal. It spun through the air, trailing stardust as it arced over the keeper's outstretched hands and into the net. The stadium erupted in cheers as Mia's teammates rushed to embrace her. Fireworks exploded overhead, painting the sky with bursts of color. As Mia looked up in wonder, she saw that each explosion formed the shape of a soccer ball, raining down glitter that turned into new stars as it fell. Suddenly, the scene shifted, and Mia found herself back in her bedroom. But it wasn't quite the same room she had fallen asleep in. The walls were covered in moving images, replaying great moments from soccer history. She saw Pele's incredible goals, Mia Hamm's lightning-fast runs, and Lionel Messi's magical dribbling skills. Her trophies had come to life, tiny golden figures playing an endless game on her shelves. The calendar on her wall now showed every important soccer match for the next 100 years, dates glowing with possibility. A soft knock at the door caught her attention. To her amazement, when it opened, in walked some of the greatest soccer players of all time. They smiled at Mia, each carrying a gift. Pele handed her a ball that seemed to be made of pure sunlight. "For your daytime practice," he said with a wink. Mia Hamm gave her a pair of cleats that looked like they could run on air. "To help you reach new heights," she explained. Lionel Messi presented her with a jersey that shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow. "To remind you that soccer is for everyone," he said softly. As Mia accepted each gift with wide-eyed wonder, she felt a tap on her shoulder. She turned to see a young girl, about her own age, dressed in the uniform of a country Mia didn't recognize. "Who are you?" Mia asked. The girl smiled. "I'm the future of soccer. Just like you, Mia. We haven't met yet. But one day, we'll play together on the biggest stage in the world." Before Mia could respond, she felt herself being gently pulled awake. The dream began to fade, the legendary players and the mysterious girl disappearing like morning mist. Mia's eyes fluttered open to find sunlight streaming through her window. For a moment, she lay still, the echoes of her dream still vivid in her mind. Then, with a smile, she sat up and reached for her soccer ball. "Good morning, soccer ball," she whispered. "We have another big day ahead of us." As she got out of bed, Mia felt a new sense of purpose. Her dream had reminded her of why she loved soccer so much. Not just for the game itself, but for the way it connected people, inspired dreams, and opened up a world of possibilities. She quickly got dressed, pulled on her cleats, and raced downstairs, eager to start the day. Her mother was in the kitchen, preparing breakfast. "Good morning, my little soccer star," her mother said with a smile. "Did you sleep well?" Mia nodded enthusiastically. "I had the most amazing dream, Mom. I was playing in a huge stadium, and then I met all these famous soccer players, and they gave me gifts, and..." Her mother listened intently as Mia recounted her dream over breakfast. When Mia finished, her mother said, "It sounds like you had quite an adventure last night. But, Mia, dreams like that don't have to stay dreams. With hard work and dedication, you can make your soccer dreams come true." Mia's eyes shone with determination. "I will, Mom, I promise." After breakfast, Mia headed out to the backyard with her ball. As she began to practice her dribbling, she imagined the grass beneath her feet turning to stardust, just like in her dream. Each touch of the ball filled her with joy and excitement for what the future might hold. As she played, Mia thought about all the people who shared her love for soccer, her teammates, her coaches, the players she admired, and even the mysterious girl from her dream. She realized that soccer was more than just a game. It was a way to connect with others, to challenge herself, and to be part of something bigger than herself. From that day forward, every time Mia stepped onto a soccer field, whether for practice or a game, she carried with her the magic of that dream. She played with the joy of a child, discovering the game for the first time, the skill of a rising star, and the heart of a true lover of soccer. And each night, as she drifted off to sleep, Mia would whisper, "Good night, soccer. Thank you for another wonderful day." In her dreams, the world of soccer continued to unfold, filled with endless possibilities and adventures. Years later, when Mia had grown into a talented and respected player, she never forgot the dream that had inspired her as a child. She worked tirelessly to create opportunities for other young players to fall in love with the game, just as she had. And sometimes, when the stadium lights were bright and the crowd's cheers filled the air, Mia would look up at the night sky and see the stars twinkling back at her. In those moments, she knew that her childhood dream had come true in the most beautiful way possible. Not just for her, but for all the little soccer players who were now looking up to her, dreaming their own soccer dreams. So remember, young soccer players everywhere, when you lay your head down to sleep, don't just say goodnight to your ball and your cleats. Say goodnight to your dreams, your determination, and the beautiful game that connects us all. For in the world of soccer, every goodnight is just the beginning of a new, exciting day filled with possibilities. Good night, soccer players. May your dreams be as big as the open field, And may your love for the game shine as brightly as the stars above. Sleep well. For tomorrow, the game awaits, ready for you to write the next chapter in your own soccer story.